In our OnePlus 11 camera comparison versus the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, this device here actually held its own quite well. So I thought it'd be interesting to see what it can do when matched up against the iPhone 14 Pro. So let's do a quick camera comparison between the iPhone 14 Pro and the OnePlus 11. Let's get to it. As always, let's do a quick rundown of the specifications for the cameras here, starting off with the OnePlus 11, which has a 50 megapixel primary camera on the back, 48 megapixel ultra wide, and then 32 megapixel 2x telephoto, and then a 16 megapixel selfie camera up front, which can record 1080p video at 30 FPS, while the rear cameras, the main and the ultra wide, can do 4K at 60, and also that main sensor can do 8K video at 24 frames per second. And when it comes to the iPhone 14 Pro, we have a 48 megapixel main sensor and then 12 megapixel sensors across the board for the ultra wide, 3x telephoto, and the selfie camera up front. And all of those can record 4K video at up to 60 frames per second. For video capture from the selfie cameras on the iPhone and the OnePlus 11, you do have a big difference here as far as resolution goes. The iPhone has 4K video at up to 60 frames per second, while the OnePlus 11 can only do 1080p at 30 FPS, which in this day and age isn't really ideal. But if you want the best video possible, just flip things around to use that main camera on the back, which I'm going to show you right now. And this here is a look at video capture from that main sensor on the back of both of these phones. Especially when you're considering the OnePlus 11, this is probably the best option for capturing selfie videos if you want the best video quality possible. But on the iPhone, you can actually get away with using that selfie camera. Even though it's a smaller resolution sensor, it does capture that 4K video, and the overall quality is impeccable. Now this here is the perfect environment, a dark alley with a bright sky above me to see which one exposes better for my face, and also the sky above me. You can see that the iPhone does slightly better, but what happens when we step out fully into the light to see how they adjust for the exposure there and dynamic range as well. You can definitely see that the iPhone does a much better job in this situation. And for video capture, we're starting off with the ultra-wide cameras on both of these devices. And then we can move into the main sensor, though on the OnePlus device, we do have to use that slider, which is a little bit awkward. And then we can zoom in on the iPhone, though we really only have a digital crop here on the OnePlus device, since that 2x telephoto camera on the back does not capture video. For this low light video test, we're starting off with the main cameras on the back of both of these smartphones and then going into the 3x zoom on the iPhone and digitally zooming to 2.2 zoom on the main sensor of the OnePlus 11, and then going all the way out to the ultra wide cameras here to give you a full view of the scene. And this here's a look at video capture from the selfie cameras in low light conditions, and as you can clearly see, the iPhone definitely pulls ahead in this comparison. So we're going to flip things around to the main sensors on the back of both phones to see what they can do in this similar lighting. And here we go, video captured with the main sensors on the back of both the iPhone 14 Pro and the OnePlus 11. I can't really see it because I'm staring at the back of the phone, but I imagine it's definitely a lot better than what we can get out of the selfie cameras. That's going to do it for this camera comparison between the iPhone 14 Pro and the OnePlus 11. Let me know what you think of the results in the comments below and which device you would rather use on a day-to-day basis for capturing your photos and videos. I do have a couple more camera comparisons coming up with the OnePlus, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for those. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.